Hello guys, me again. I want to do like a little bit of a slow recap on this and talk about some things personal to me and also to this project. Um, this is a Skybnlivions trailer. I've already done a video on it, but it is around 2 years off. And I say around. It could jump. It could go to 2026. It could be late or early in 2025. They've got a rough estimate on their finish. Now 2 years you might think is a very long way away, but well, not really. I mean, at a certain age, things just go very fast, so, it'll be here soon. Now, Oblivion was my first ever. Oblivion was my first ever Elder Scrolls game, and I fucking loved it. I mean, the freedom to go and do what you want, to craft your own stories. I mean, even Fallout 4 doesn't really have that. It kind of makes it a bit more personal. You know, the ability to... Yeah, especially in Skyrim, for example, the majority of the people here that watch my content know that I'm a Skyrim player and enjoy Skyrim. In Skyrim, you can join the Civil War straight away and ignore that you're the Dragonborn. You can become the Dragonborn, then join the Civil War. You can do all the guild quests, do the Civil War quest, and not worry about being the Dragonborn. I mean, there's so many different combinations of crafting your own stories, and this had it too. Skybnlivions was just amazing, because I just come out of, like, at this stage, I was a big fan of Dragon Age Origins. I loved the ability that you could play any kind of race and then have different backgrounds to it. So on one playthrough, the villain of one of these stories was very personal. To run another playthrough, it was just another person to get out of your road because they were an enemy. And I loved that. And I come into Elder Scrolls, and I was just like, wow. I think I played this for like 3 years. I think it was like 2 years on the console, 1 year on the PC. And I loved it, man. I thought it was like amazing. I didn't even know the DLC was in my game. I still had the CD case on me. And I looked at this, and I turned around, I was looking at these sexy golden bitches, and I was like, fuck yeah. And I had no idea how to get there, even though the prompts showed up on the screen. Like, I thought I got the wrong disc or something. Now, Skybnlivions, this shit's sick. Complete remake of the game, made by fans.
My blades.
Now, funny enough, this voice actor, he's done quite a bit of work in Skyrim modding. He does sound very much like the original voice actor that does the Imperial male voice in Oblivion and Shea-Gorath. He's most notably known for Lucius as the Lucius Ghost. I think his name's Lucius. And the Elder Scrolls Assassin's Guild, the Dark Brotherhood, and of course the Emperor, and of course Shea-Gorath. Now he will voice act Shea-Gorath in Oblivion too, but he's actually the Super Mutants in the Fallout series. Fallout 3, I'm pretty sure New Vegas, I'm not too sure about New Vegas, and Fallout 4, he is the Super Mutants. He's the one that does them. And he's a big Elder Scrolls actor. He's a big one. Now, there's a guy that actually sounds pretty much just like him, and that's who we're listening to. Now, it's kind of, I didn't even realise this at the start, but the guy that voice acts, he's a Star Trek actor, I'm pretty sure. He's the Emperor, he's Mead. Not Mead, fucking hell. He's Uriel, Septim, in Oblivion. Different voice actor altogether. But the guy that's actually voicing this is the guy that's voice acting the guy that does Mead, Emperor Titus Mead, whatever the hell his name is. He's also he's very big in the Beyond Skyrim series. He's in the Grey. I think he's in the Grey Cowl of Nocturnal. Big quest mod since the Hammerfell. But yeah, this is actually not the original voice actor or a sound-alike for the Emperor in Oblivion. This is a sound-alike for the Emperor Titus Mead of Skyrim.
Have failed. The Empire.
I love this armor, man. I don't know what the hell those swords are on their back, but look at the armor to the right, the white gold armor, like the white gold that shit looks fucking mint. This is probably going to be, now this armor right here is edited, but made mainly by NordUA, who's a Ukrainian modder, and he made this stuff. Now the ones I use actually have like white and red on their like warhawk fins on top of their helmets, but I love this armor. This armor is very important to me because I use it as an Imperial Vanguard armor, and this could very well be the Imperial City Guard. Could establish even more lore into my story as a Vanguard, that when Vanguards retire they can become City Guards in the Imperial City. The best of the best, the Imperial soldiers either become white gold Tower Guards, or they become City Watch Guards. They're not just some pushover Imperial Guards. These guys were once very dangerous Imperial soldiers. But yeah, the white gold tower armor looks immensely beautiful. I don't know about the axes though. I hope they got swords, but yeah.
She is in chaos.
think this is the Daedric quest. Might be. Very well could be. I'm actually kind of surprised they've got digging animations. I have not seen those in Skyrim. But there's a quest where you give more like ball and you try and get like an innocent knight that's always lived a good value code to kill you. You taunt him by making fun of his dead wife, and he picks up a sword and a weapon that you drop is cursed to kill you.
And now, at the turning
Look at those
of the
mugs,
era,
bro. Oh, hold your horsies. Is that a white gold tower guard sitting down? And is that like another council member? There's another council. Oh yeah, there's one over to the left over here, sitting down. And there's like maybe a scribe or something, and then like a tower commander or some shit sitting down.
the ruby throne sits empty. The enemy have arrived. We have to act quickly, take up arms, and close shut the marble jaws.
Look how beautiful that looks, man. Honest to God, straight away, Lord of the Rings vibes. Like the tower eye. I'm pretty sure that's probably what they went for. Because that looks like Lord of the Rings. You know, that's Sauron's eye right there.
Of Oblivion.
This is obviously the character infiltrating the... Oh, who the... Wait, oh, there's two soldiers wearing the Imperial armor, but they're wearing hoods. Maybe they're Imperial soldiers that also are part of the Mythic Dawn, because the Mythic Dawn has infiltrated all sorts of different groups. Now, what's funny about that, well, we'll put out a close look at it. It's showing two villains here, right? It's showing two. So this is, I forgot his actual name, so that's my bad. It's the leader of the Mythic Dawn. He's able to wear the Amulet of Kings. Now, for those that don't know, I think you can see it right here. Maybe, I'm not too sure. But he's able to actually wear it. So that makes him a Dragonborn. That makes him a literal Dragonborn. The Septim family is, of course, Dragonborn. This family right here, which I forgot the name of, could very well also be Dragonborns. Opposed against, the main world. This right here, I can probably guess to who it is Menamarco, because it looks a bit more grey and frail, and this area kind of looks like a bit like Cold Harbour. So they could be showing off Menamarco, because he's also a bad guy, but he's a very underdeveloped villain in the story. He's just a Mage's Guild. Yeah, you can see the skulls on it. So you actually kill Menamarco on this. Is he permanently dead? Who knows? You don't really get to fight him in Skyrim or know anything about him. But this looks like Menamarco, and he's just a guild villain. He's a Mage's Guild villain. That's all he is. Very underdeveloped hero. Hopefully they'll be able to make him, because they've obviously made him look physically a lot better than his Oblivion potato look. But hopefully his boss fight is like 10 times worse, because this guy is like the very first Lich. You know, he's a living Lich, or an immortal. Once a Psijic mage. Yeah, it's going dead there, and it looks like he's in Cold Harbour, because it's very icy. Yeah, it looks like it. This might be where you fight him, because they might change the quest. Like I said, you fight Menamarco in a cave. This might be like a cave which teleports you to his realm in Cold Harbour, where he's like, this is where he is. Minotaur? Oh, that's cool, man. The Minotaurs are using they're eating a Sprigand, but they're using the cannibal animations, so you might actually see him properly eating things. Honestly, I hope you guys at Skybnlivion actually change this to the new one, Fourth Unknown made. He's actually a Skyrim Beyond. Fourth Unknown is a Russian modder. He's done a lot of projects, a lot of armors and stuff for Beyond Skyrim. This is still a very beautiful model and a standalone, which does look pretty sick, but that new one, dude, just looks like super elite. The new Fire Astronaut from Fourth Unknown. Oh, these chicks arrived. I think they had tits in the game, didn't they? Like, they had like breasts out and everything. Thank God they made them ugly though. And talk about tits coming out. Here we got the goblin with one of its tits out. Oi, oi, oi. Oh my God, this is like PS1. What arm is that? I don't think it's something they've ever shown off. I'm just trying to guess if there's a symbol on it. I can't really see it that well. Menamarco again. There, yep. Better look at his arm. Oh my God, that's disgusting. But look at him. They actually made him look like a proper lich. He's got pale skin and grey hair. Like he looks like an actual like living lich. Kick in the face, why not?
Find my son. He alone can determine the fate of the Empire.
I will stress again, I do love that they're using the Emperor's voice. Not the official Emperor's voice actor. It's not the official actor. It's the guy that sounds like him, which is awesome. And if it is an official dude, holy shit! Because Skywind, which is the same it's the same thing as this, but it's Morrowind's game being updated in Skyrim's engine, which is with a lot more polish and a lot more stuff in it. Has got the original Azura voice actress from Skyrim, the paid actress, to actually voice in their mod as Azura, which is pretty bloody cool. That is a talent, like getting an original voice actor from one of the games to actually voice your mod, which is pretty much a game redo, that shit's cool as fuck. But again, having this guy voice Emperor Uriel Septim.
The fate of Cyrodiil.
It's grand, man. That shit's cool as shit. This right here, man, I love this spot. If you don't know who this spot is, you haven't played Oblivion, but this is one of the first things you ever see as soon as you get out of the prison sewer. You run down this canal, you run over there, you take the little buff, and then you probably go to the Imperial City. But this right here is beautiful. It's a landmark in itself. This is the first thing you ever see when you open your eyes out into Temriel. Bruma. Oh, I don't remember what is that. Leowyn? Is Leowyn the horse? I love how they got their own armors and stuff. Wait, hold on. Is that some mage, like, plate armor? Oh, dude, that looks like mage plate armor. That's sick. Bruma? Oh, yep. It's Tiber Septim. Look at the armor here. So this looks like anvil. Well, the looks of the area, I could be wrong, but it gives me some serious anvil vibes. Some nice gowns, man. And the armor is the guard armor is pretty cool. Helmet's a little bit stupid, but I like the variety. Again, now as Scrolls of Oblivion, all the guards of the hold, apart from the Imperial City, wore the exact same armor, just with a different tunic over the top of it to display there. But this, by the looks of it, every guard armor is going to have its own unique mesh, its own unique look depending on where they come from, which is awesome. I love that. The Assassin's Guild? Oh man, I was really hoping, like, again, he's an orc, he's a big, like, you talk to him in the game and he's just like, loves swinging things. Like, he loves going in hot and heavy, you know. He's not about stealth, he's about taking you out. I kind of wish, I dreamed for it, and I tried to find a mod for it for ages where someone made like a heavy version of the Assassin's armor. Like, you know, like it's plated up, but it's got like Brotherhood signet all over it. That would have been cool. I kind of hope they would have done that. Maybe they might. They mightn't have done it yet, but I'd love to see different versions of armor. Like you saw the Spell Knight armor? That could be good for the Mages Guild, for a heavy armored sword user who loves to use magic. And I would also love to see this for the Dark Brotherhood. Going in full plate, dread looking black armor with the red hand on it would be sick as shit. I would love to see that. Some unique weapons there. That lich looks cool, man. That's some alien shit right there. Other little animations. The Kavash Guard, man. The Kavash Guard looks so good. And I really hope that, like, they've talked about it in the past, where they've got a tool where they can easily convert, well, it won't be easy, but a tool that will help modders convert over the big mods from Oblivion, where they'll be able, someone be able to convert over rebuild Kvatch, because that was a massive mod in Oblivion. Really full scale building of Kvatch. Can we have a look at this model for a second? Like, these guys aren't rich enough to be putting out CGI, you know, quality. Look at this model. This makes Miriam's Dagon look like an absolute fucking Chad. Like, holy shit. I love that, man. But this is the coolest shit. The idea that they've even showed off Man of Marco, and they show, like, you know, they show these two elves together. I wish I remembered his name. Mainkar's Cameron. That's it. Mainkar Cameron. Mainkar's Cameron? I don't know. The last name's Cameron, and he takes a. I'm pretty sure in Oblivion you actually see him with the when you go to this, like when you infiltrate their order, and what you're about to sacrifice somebody, you can actually see the Amulet of Kings on his robes, and no one but the dragon blood are able to wear this thing. So he might also be a descendant of Alicia. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's freaking crazy. That's cool. Especially those that tamper with the Amulet of Kings cause some bad shit, cause some Oblivion crises, like the Emperor in Elder Scrolls Online. He messed around with it, tried to wear it, and it blew up, and Oblivion came through. Maybe a Dragonborn wearing this amulet could cause the veils to break and open them up instead of closing them like it's meant to. Yeah, it's kind of cool to see these guys back to back, especially Manamako, actually looking like a lich, because he is a lich. He isn't a high up anymore. He is a living lich, as in he's like immortal. So think of a vampire, but without needing the thirst for blood. He looks undead. His hair is grey. That's how I make my vampires, man. I make my vampires pale bluish, and then like blue lips, like light blue lips, like they've lost their colour, and cheeks, and around the eyes. I make that sort of blue to make my vampires look undead. And I think I've even got one or two lich sort of characters that were like resurrected, but you know they were left in their state where they'll stay undead like that forever. Whatever. But he looks properly undead, and his uniform looks pretty cool. I do like that. And again, seeing Cold Harbor in the background, that's advancing the final boss fight, because in Oblivion, he pretty much just summons up a bone cage around you and him and shoots spells at you. I killed him once by drowning him, because I dropped him into the water and he couldn't get back up, and he drowned. I killed Manamako from drowning. A person that's already dead died of drowning. So hopefully, you'll be able to come to Cold Harbor and fight him face to face in the land that he's most powerful in. That'd be sick. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and it's pretty good for the hype, even though it's 2 years off. But again, you should be at least excited, even for 2 years, or hyped up, that there's an actual fucking release date. Like, that in its own mind is mind-blowing. This is the biggest major project, apart from really Enderell, but Enderell's its own game, that has released a release date. No Beyond Skyrim team's done that yet. Not even the small ones like Roskira or Altmora. They haven't released an update, and they've been working on that mod for more than 6+ years. This is a remake of a game. It's still a lot of work, maybe a little bit less work than having to make an entirely new map and then add entirely new stories, but an actual fucking release date. Like, that just blows my mind, man. Like, try and imagine yourself, especially if you're older than me, if you're much older than me, you'll understand this, going from the year 1999 to 2000. I remember that day, I was like 4 years old. But just try to send that into your head, how amazing it is to actually finally have a release date. Anyway, I'm going to stop foaming at the mouth and have my eyes roll to the back of my head while I shake, uncontrollably, and get to playing some Skyrim. And yeah, I'd like to thank Rebs, the directive lead on this, and of course all the team, and even the modders that have gone, maybe even the modders that have died, because again, this has been in the works for 10+ years. And there have been quite a few modders that have left and passed away from natural causes or unnatural causes, and man, good on them. And of course the ones that have just done what they can, they've left and they've gone and done their own thing. And the current ones, good work, because it takes all these people, all these fans, to make this content. This is not done by Bethesda at all, and this is quadruple A quality. You know, fuck triple A. Triple A means nothing anymore. All these triple A games that come out of shit. So I'm gonna say this is a quadruple A quality trailer for a quadruple quality team of modders. That's hard to say that. Anyway, I'm out of here. Look after yourselves. And yeah, hope you're excited just like me. That was my in-depth look. And fuck man, I don't plan this shit through. I just go through emotions. Sorry if you don't like it, but too bad. Anyway, I'm out of here.